going on, guys? Out at the cemetery again at the stone of James Battles, a Civil War veteran. He's got a headstone here along with his wife Mary, but his military marker is kind of trying to escape out the back door of the cemetery. So we're going to get this dug out, lift it up, and get him back in the proper position. This military marker of James Leonard Battles was nearly missing. I nearly tripped over it. It was covered with leaves, and I just knew that I needed to get this back up in position. So we're going to spend some time excavating, finding tree roots and everything that was holding it in place. This is why stones move around. Check this out. All these roots right up against the stone. I cut those out. James was born in 1822 in Erie County, Pennsylvania. He later married his wife, Mary Elizabeth, and moved to Somerset County, Pennsylvania, where they started their family. Now we're starting to get down there a bit further. You can see the name pretty buried. It was about this time during recording when I had to quickly take my tripod down and unrig everything. A funeral procession just arrived in the cemetery. I couldn't see the setup for it because it was over a hill and down away from the area that I was working in, but the cars were starting to roll in. And while I know that I'm doing respectful work, I just didn't want the imagery of a tripod sitting up there with this headstone slung in the air. So I put everything away, sat in the truck for a while, and then came back out and started the project again. I know that I'm doing good things, all good, but I just really didn't want people that were mourning to be seeing this. James and Mary had 9 children: Anna, John, Mary, Nathaniel, William, Silas, Eugene, George, and Harriet. Most of them were born in Pennsylvania, but a few of the later children were born in Minnesota. They moved there in the late 1860s, 1866, 67, 68, around that time frame. We're not exactly sure of their arrival, but it was right about when Minnesota was becoming a state. This veteran's headstone indicates James's service in the Civil War. He served with Company H, the 6th Minnesota Infantry Regiment, enlisting in 1862 at the age of 41. This is crazy. it was sunk down all the way up to here. We exposed this much of it, so it's at the proper height now. I'm going to spray it down with a solution. This is just Orvis soap, soap and water. This is just dirt, so there's no reason to use anything like our D2 solutions. We could read the top part earlier, his last name Battles, Company H, but now we can see the 6th Minnesota Infantry down here. That was completely hidden below the soil line. This may never come completely clean. It's been submerged under the soil, so that's fine. This is not to throw anybody under the bus, but you can see what damaged mowers do to things. This here, that's all from mowers. Right there. You can see it all the way around here as it sunk down. It was safe down here. Nice clean edges, but all of this is chipped off. And that's just mower damage on all sides. Thanks for watching, guys. This was a real fun stone to work on. This is going to take a while for it to settle in. I don't know if this dirt will ever wash off. There might just be a permanent line here from when the soiling has been there, because all the dirt here is going to be below the surface at this point. But at least it's out of the ground, so it's got some preservation. At least it's out of the ground now, so a little safer up here than being down lower. And I guess now the mower can work on chipping this down here since they already did such a good job up here.